Hello and welcome to Only Connect the semi-finals. Yes, they've come round at last. The end of the series is in sight. And what a series it's been. I have to say, I think it's gone fantastically well with our new question editor, Mr. Whaley Cohen. We've had some brilliant puzzles. Now, ever since I mentioned him at the start of the series, viewers have been in touch to ask, is he any relation to Sam Whaley Cohen, the great gentleman jockey who has the greatest record of anyone over the fences at the Grand National? And the answer is yes, they're cousins. But our Mr. Whaley Cohen prefers to stay away from skittish, flighty creatures made impetuous by their unique and problematic genetic inheritance, who whinny and snort with anticipation as they compete at the highest level. Let's meet the teams. On my right, Mark Oxley, a physiotherapist who spent his stag night inside the Rock of Gibraltar. John Wilson, a rugby league fan whose former place of work once beat every other office in Europe for the greatest number of sick days taken. And their captain, Mick Lee, a chemical engineer who once set a man's head on fire. United by a passion for pillaging, they are the Vikings. Now, you got to this semi-final by beating the Detectives. How much does it mean to you to get to the final?
Actually, we haven't really discussed it. Do you fancy winning, boys? Yeah, let's do it. OK, it means a lot to us.
Good luck. You are playing on my left. Helen Fasham, a civil servant who enjoyed a football match in Brussels with the actor Tim Roth. Phil Small, a Reading FC supporter who's been mistaken for historian Dan Snow and cricketer Steve Finn. And their captain, Ben Fasham, a half-marathon runner who recently drove from Reading to Darlington to buy a quiz enthusiast's collection of teenage fan club records. United by a weakness for Western Europe, they are the Belgophiles. Now, you beat the Escapologists to make it through to the semi-final. And how do you feel about making the final?
We are emotionless quiz bots. We have no feelings and cannot answer that question.
Excellent. You seem ready for the fight. But Vikings, there's been some gamesmanship early from you. You won the toss, but you're putting your opponents in first. So, Belgophiles, please choose a hieroglyph.
Eye of Horus, please.
The Eye of Horus. What is the connection between these semi-final clues? Here's the first.
Yeah.
J.K. Rowling's. That's J.K. Rowling's real first initials, isn't it?
Oh, it's only, yeah, that's her first two initials, and that's her pen name, isn't it? Is it Robert Galbraith?
Robert Galbraith.
So is it the first two initials and then the surname of their...
Should we go for that?
I think we probably should, shouldn't we?
Yeah, you could risk it.
What initials do you want to take another question?
I think we should.
I'm going to say initials
First half of their real name and then the surname.
This is authors, the first half of their real name, and the second half is their pen name.
There is one more thing I'd love to hear.
Do they write as a different gender?
That's what it is.
Well done.
They are women authors who took male pseudonyms. J.K. Rowling writing as Robert Galbraith. You didn't need to see any of the rest of the clues. Who are those people?
Emily Bronte.
Writing as
Ellis
Bell.
Bell.
Ellis Bell, that's right. And what about this third one?
Georges Sand.
That exactly so. And the last clue?
Karen Blixen and Isaac Dennison.
Karen Blixen wrote as Isaac Dennison. Absolutely brilliant quizzing. And the bravery to come in for 5 points at the semi-final.
Yeah.
Really well done. OK, Vikings. Ready to go for a 5-pointer?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Which hieroglyph is the one for you?
I think there's 5 points in water for us. Water, please.
OK. This is the water question. What connects the clues? Time starts now.
OK. Yeah, we need another though, don't we? Next, please. Oh,
It's the big five as well, South Africa, rather.
oh, is this where the... Oh, no, is this the universities? Seven Sisters?
I don't know.
I wonder, because it's like the female equivalent of the Ivy League. It may go up into Toronto. Why would it go into Toronto? I think we need one more.
Yeah.
Next, please.
The last one as well.
Well, yeah, 'cause that hasn't really helped. Next, please.
2 seconds.
Is that different versions of the same thing?
Yeah, there are secretive societies of magicians in each of these places.
In a way, yes, but I can't accept it as an answer. Belgophiles, you want to go for a bonus point?
Elite law firms.
They are law firms, secretive societies of magicians in a way, but more officially, the major law firms. in the places mentioned. So you get the bonus point, Belgophiles, and which question would you like?
2 reads, please.
2 reads. What is the connection between these clues? Here's the first.
It's names of diseases or something, I think.
It's split in half, those lines. Let's get something.
Yeah, next.
Dora the Explorer.
Is there gold in the FM? Load. Next. Next.
2 seconds.
Spy cover names in novels.
And how brilliant they would be as spy cover names in novels, but that's not what they are. So bonus chance for you, Vikings.
Nuclear bombs.
Another very good guess, but that's not it. Now, this is something, if you know it, you will just know it, and you clearly don't. They are case studies of Sigmund Freud, patients that he wrote about. So the wolf man, you know, it was a neurosis that he traced back to a childhood dream about wolves. Dora was a teenager suffering from hysteria. Ratman is a really terrible, sad story I advise you not to look up. Little Hans was a 5-year-old boy with a fear of horses. Freud concluded that Little Hans was suffering from the Oedipus complex. The horses represented his father, who was an obstacle to Hans's sexual feelings towards his mother. I mean, you really have to want that to be the case, don't you? Maybe he was scared of horses because horses are enormous and have feet like dinner plates and they bite you if you look at them the wrong way. No points there then, but Vikings, you may have a question. Which would you like?
Horned viper, please.
The horned viper. It's the music question. What connects the clues that you'll be hearing? The first one is coming in now.
Next, please. Like a maths rock thing. That's not going to go anywhere in a hurry, is it? Next, please.
That is it's almost to Michael Crawford.
Okay, so London Calling.
Yeah, the call, the name of it.
Call. Oh, I think we need the next one. Next, please.
It's to something. Is that Morse?
Yes, that's right. And every mother, yes, the mother to have something to connect with the title, but it's the theme music, yeah.
2 seconds.
Yeah.
Is it UK cities in the title? That'd be so easy, wouldn't it?
They do not have UK cities in the title. Belgophiles, do you want to have a go for a bonus point?
Red vehicles.
I'm afraid that's not it. It's simply Morse code. All those pieces of music contain Morse code. Inspector Morse, that beautiful theme tune, it sometimes would spell out the name of the perpetrator or the villain in Morse code. Sometimes one of the other characters is a red herring. Some mothers do have them. That piccolo spells out the title in Morse code, but the other ones, London Calling by The Clash, YYZ by Rush, they just have bits of Morse code in them. That was the link. Belgophiles, the last choice of the round, what would you like?
Lion, please.
Lion. These are going to be picture clues, something connects them. What is it? Your time starts now.
Let's make something.
It's on the board. Okay, next.
Some kind of black pudding, blood sausage.
Next.
Poussin. Oh, is there an artist?
Next. Bacon. Oh, Francis Bacon.
Yeah, artists.
Foodstuffs named after artists or sharing name with artists.
That's right, painters who share their names with meat. What painters are depicted here?
Nicholas Poussin.
Nicholas Poussin and Francis Bacon, of course, and the first two?
Salmon.
Alberto Salami. No, it's not. Vittore Carpaccio is that first painter, and the second one, Eugene Boudin. OK, Vikings, the last question of the round, your last chance to score in round one. Good luck, it'll be the Twisted Flax, and the first clue is coming in now.
OK. Yeah, next. Next one, yeah. Are they completely unoccupied? No, Uzbekistan obviously has people. Yeah, next, please.
Well,
Is it
Afghani, isn't Afghani the currency of Peru? Yeah, that's it. That's
Right.
it. Yeah,
Oh, is it the people's or is it the...
No,
go for
it's
it.
yeah. It's all to do with the currency, because the currency of Afghanistan is Afghani. So that is well over the length of Afghanistan. The currency of Peru is the sol.
That's absolutely right. Very well spotted. It's like a crossword. Peru and a small part of the Solomon Islands. Sol is a small part of it. That is the currency there. And the next one, just under half of Somalia. Som would be the currency. Well over half of Afghanistan, Afghani. And the last clue, Senegal, Switzerland and 20 others, and most of France. Franc, of course, the currency hidden there. Very well seen. And that means at the end of round 1, the Vikings have 2 points. The Belgophiles have 7. On to round 2, the sequences round. Dare anyone buzz in for 5 points here? Belgophiles, you'll be going first again. Which hieroglyph would you like?
Eye of Horus, please.
The Eye of Horus. OK, you'll be seeing the first in a sequence. What would you expect to come forth? Your time starts now.
Could be maths, but it could be something else.
I think that's it next.
Next.
11, 12. So next one would be 12,
Next.
So it's the months. Is it not? 31.
It was. So you thought
So 31, 12.
31, 12,
Something else.
1, 4.
Not it, I'm afraid. Vikings, do you want to have a go for a bonus point?
1,1 brackets 1,1.
That's not it. The number 2 consists of 1, 2. The number 12 consists of 1, 1 and 1, 2. Carry the 11, 12 over. 11 and 12 consist of 3 1s and 1, 2. So 31, 12, it's 1, 3, 2 1s, 1, 2. We're counting the digits. That's all we're doing. No other calculation at all. Vikings, what would you like for your own question?
Lion, please.
Lion. OK. What will come forth in this sequence is the first.
Director of the
FBI, but can we name the fourth?
Because Hoover's the president as well.
OK, next, please.
So that's Jersey Boys, isn't it?
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Next, please.
Go for Jersey Boys.
Give me some songs by Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons then. Oh, it was 1963, right? September. Oh, so something from 1964.
2 seconds.
65, something
Death of
happened in...
Churchill.
Death of Churchill, yeah. Oh.
That's not what the sequence is, I'm afraid. Belgophiles, do you want to have a go for a bonus?
Go on, Phil.
Hugh Glass.
And why would that be?
I don't know, just Chris Kyle, I think, is American Sniper, who's played by Bradley Cooper, who's an actor, so I picked something that won an Oscar, played by Leonardo DiCaprio.
You're much closer, and that's very clever. Chris Kyle is the hero of American Sniper, and that is the key to this, but they are the subject of films directed by Clint Eastwood. Yes, J. Edgar, his 2011 film about J. Edgar Hoover. Jersey Boys was about Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons. Then American Sniper, and his next film, Sully, the 2016 movie about Chesley Sullenberger. Belgophiles, what would you like?
Water, please.
Water. OK. What would come forth in this picture sequence? Here's the first.
Next.
Cecil. Cecil.
Marjorie Dawn. No, Rose, no. Next.
Yeah.
Next.
Diving, diver, dive, hike, bath, Cecil, hike.
What sort of thing should we go for? Roundabout.
2 seconds.
The magic roundabout.
Not it, I'm afraid. Vikings, do you want to have a go?
Right.
Sweet Georgia Brown.
Sweet Georgia Brown, OK.
Sweet Georgia Brown. That's not the answer. It's the old game of mousetrap. It's the mechanism. There's the bathtub, then the seesaw. It's actually a diving board, but it looks like a seesaw. Then the diver, then the cage. What we should get is the cage at the end because it's the mousetrap sequence. Isn't it horrible? You're starting to think, actually, you don't want to make the final after all. This is what we do. It's only the semi-final.
Yeah, you can keep it.
Another nasty question for you, Vikings.
Horned viper.
The horned viper. OK, what will come forth in this sequence? Here's the first.
Well, that's a new element, isn't it?
Ah, right.
Named after a German city.
It's named after places. The last one, named after a place, was Nihonium, named after Japan.
I'm just wondering if it's going Germanium, European. Just say next.
Next place.
Is that a new one?
They sound pretty new.
Do we want to test them?
What's the next one?
Yeah.
I'm not sure the next one would knock it out at all.
Well, you might as well take it.
Let's hot dog, come on. Nihonium.
I'm afraid that's not the answer. So, Belgophiles, you've got the chance for a bonus point.
Germanium. Oh, Darmstadt has
I can't give you long to chat.
Europium.
It is Europium. I'm so sorry, Vikings. What's the sequence?
Town, lander, country, continent.
It's elements by increasing size of eponymity. As you said, they're named after places. So Darmstadtium, named after Darmstadt, which is in Hesse in Germany, and Germany is in Europe. Well done. You get the bonus, and what question would you like?
2 reads, please.
2 reads. What will come forth in this sequence? Here's the first.
Next.
Oh, yeah, this is SPQR. It's Senatus Populus Quae Romanus. So it'll be Rome. Yeah.
Is it Rome or Romans?
It's Rome.
Rome.
I don't think I can take it. For a place in the final, I don't think I can take it. I'm going to show the next clue to the Vikings for possible bonus.
Romani.
That's not it. It's got to be Roman. It's an adjective. And this is very specific at this stage. I think you know the sequence. What is it?
It's SPQR.
That's right, and-
Senatus Populus Quae Romanus.
That's it. Senate, people, and Roman would be the translation, but it's the adjective Romanus describing populus quae. And what is that SPQR? Where would we see it?
You can actually see it on drain covers in Rome, even to this day.
You absolutely can. Shall I cheer you up with a Latin joke?
Yeah, go on.
Always a good one.
Always.
A senator was late to the Senate one day when Cicero was giving a speech. He got there 15 minutes after the start. He slipped into his usual seat. He whispered to the senator next to him, "What's Cicero talking about?" And his neighbour said, "I don't know. He hasn't got to the verb yet." A Latin joke for you there. So unlucky, both of you, close, but not it. And 1 question remaining, so unluckier still. You have to face another question. It's the twisted facts. What will come forth in this sequence? Here's the first.
Next place.
That was Disraeli.
Okay. So do we know what the fourth PM would be in that? Would another one help?
Yeah, it would.
Next place. Yeah, so it's another Lord Salisbury, Lord Liverpool, maybe?
Well, no, it could be Lord Hume.
Okay.
Because they're going...
Is there anything about those place names? So if you've got time, if you've got place. Just specifically know it's not Liverpool.
Well, he's going back in time.
2 seconds.
Just say...
Yes.
Rosebery.
Not it, I'm afraid. Belgophiles, do you want to have a go for a bonus?
Revo, like Revo Abbey, a baron.
I think you're closer to what the sequence is, but that's not it either. What do you think's happening?
UK Prime Ministers with titles.
And then the order of the titles.
That's what it is. It's not time or place, it's in order of rank.
Right.
So, Viscount Palmerston, Earl of Beaconsfield, which is who?
Disraeli.
Disraeli. He wasn't the Earl when he first took office, but his second term, Earl of Beaconsfield. Then we want Marquis of Salisbury, and the next going up the rank would be a Duke, the Duke of Wellington. That would be next. That means at the end of round 2, the Vikings have 2 points, the Belgophiles have 8. And things can only get worse now as we face the connecting wall. 16 clues this time that need sorting into 4 connected groups of 4. You'll be going first, Vikings, so would you like lion or water?
Water.
OK, you have 2.5 minutes to solve the water wall, starting now.
was iPhone.
Yeah.
Meiosis, cataract.
Cataract could be plunge as well, but give me some other sky. Nice, right? Well, not nice, but meiosis. Yeah, no, okay. Could columns be a thing? Nice. If it, right.
No, shall we go with waterfalls? So we've got cataract, horsetail,
Oh, great.
plunge and cascade.
Possibly.
Boston sign. The Boston sign could be an eye thing, or badly run for you.
Meiosis probably.
Hey.
Okay.
Oh, hold on. So, word up, plunge, balcony, nursing, and another bra.
Multiplex.
Bullet?
Nice.
It was on my mind all the time, don't worry.
Kind of got columns. Cataract, fountain, cascade, possibly. What is Mills' best punch ball?
Oh, the punch ball.
Multiplex.
Cinema. Yes. We can afford to...
Yeah, we can, yeah.
Right, okay, so it's not bottom row.
No.
Cascade display. Is there anything hidden in them?
His columns, something to do with the waterfall.
Yeah, could easily be, yeah. Ditto.
Horsetail.
Right.
Cascade.
Right, no, right. Well, I've got a little while, so...
Those three seem to go together, don't they?
They
It's just
do.
what the
Is there
fourth one
something in there? I am tempted by family. Okay.
That's not it. That's your 3 lives. But you found 2 groups on that difficult wall. Can you tell me the connection? Sty, Boston sign, glaucoma, meiosis.
Well, again, I was delighted to see it. It's an awful one. It's eye problems.
It is disorders of the eye. And I think the words sty, nice, will be among my abiding memories of the series. So really sums up Only Connect for me. Thank you very much. And the green group, bullet, balcony, nursing, plunge.
That's brass.
Well, you dealt with them beautifully.
Well.
And you can still get points for the connections in the groups you didn't find. So let's resolve the wall. There we go. Cataract, cascade, horsetail, punch bowl.
OK, so I think those are types of waterfall.
Those are the waterfalls, absolutely right. And the last one, fountain, Mills mess, multiplex, columns.
Here's a collection of things I don't think we know about.
They're juggling manoeuvres.
Oh, OK, I would never guess.
Yes, but you did find 2 groups and 3 connections. That's a total of 5. Let's bring in their opponents now and give them the lion wall, see how they get on with it. Belgophiles, you have 2.5 minutes to solve the lion wall, starting now.
We've got time for some coffee.
Macron is
Accents,
French.
Dilla, Rav, Diaries. Do you want to go through those?
Yeah, okay, so we've done that already. Okay, that's fine. There's other stuff.
But these are Dora, Capra, these sports brands.
Umbro.
But this could be the letters that are going to...
Macron is that a sports brand as well?
Oh, well done.
I don't know what
The
organic is.
glissade must be something like that.
Yeah, Grav. Is diuresis something like that as well?
It is, yeah.
And then what?
It's flick flack.
It's a French word, I think. Ah,
Flick was
but there are French
policeman.
words in there, aren't there?
Glissade.
Brev. Cortado is coffee. It's a short coffee.
Okay, fine. Let's
So-
go.
So what are the coffees then?
Latte, cortado,
Okay.
macchiato,
You've already done that.
What,
Yeah.
What's that? What's organic?
organic.
Who knows?
Or do you want to try it as one of
Yeah.
the coffees?
I think it will be.
Let's do it anyway.
Yeah. Flick flack.
Okay. What's breathe apart from what's musical notation, right?
Breath.
Yes, brev, glissade, Grav.
Yes. Diuresis.
Diuresis, maybe?
Fondue could be one.
Just keep going. Let's flick flack. Organic.
Right, okay.
10 seconds.
Sedate.
It's fondue.
Just getting stuff around.
No, that's it. You're out of time. But you found a group on that nasty wall. What can you tell me about what connects Dora, Macron, Kappa and so on.
Sportswear brands.
They are sportswear companies, absolutely right. And you can get points for the groups you didn't find, so let's resolve the wall. Fondue, frappe, flick-flack, glissade.
I think these are French slang.
They're not slang, they're very proper words for ballet moves. No ballet fans among you. And what about the next group? Breve or breve, latte and so on.
Type of coffee.
Those are the coffees, yes, and breve is one of them I think you didn't know. And the last one, cedilla, diaeresis and so forth.
Essentially accents in alphabets on letters.
They're the accents, the diacritic marks. But you found one group and you gave me 3 connections. That's a total of 4. Let's have a look at the scores. The Vikings have 7 points. The Belgophiles have 12. And into the missing vowels round we go. Fingers on buzzers teams. I can tell you that the first group are all people's names with the capitals swapped for countries. Vikings?
French Hilton.
I'm afraid that's not right. Belgophiles, do you know?
France Hilton.
France for Paris, that's right. Vikings?
Irving, Germany.
Correct. Belgophiles?
Sofia Coppola.
Not it, I'm afraid. Vikings, do you know?
Bulgaria, Coppola.
Swap for countries, that's right. Next clue. Belgophiles?
Jack United Kingdom.
For Jack London, that's right. Next category. They're usually abbreviated to 3 letters. Belgophiles?
Hormone replacement therapy.
HRT, that's right. Belgophiles?
Queen's Park Rangers.
QPR. Vikings?
Quadratic dumb.
Not it, I'm afraid. Belgophiles, do you know? Nope, it's quad erat demonstrandum, QED. Next clue. Vikings?
BMW.
I can't give you that. Belgophiles, do you know?
Bayerischer Motorenwerk.
Bayerischer Motorenwerker is the full name, that's right. Next category, authors with their names rearranged. Belgophiles.
Doyle, Conan, Arthur.
Well calculated. That one was Rice Edgar Burrows, but it's the end of the quiz and I can tell you that the winners and through to the final with 17 points are the Belgophiles. Very well done to you. Vikings finishing on 6th. That early 5-pointer for them just saw such a commanding lead. But what a lovely team you've been. You've just been funny and brilliant and incredibly likeable. It's been a real pleasure to have you here. Thank you for coming. Belgophiles, very well played. Get some sleep and start planning for the final. Well done. And that concludes the first of our 2 semi-finals. Join me next week, which will be my last chance to say, join me next week, unless I decide during the final to invite you all to my house the following week. But I'm happy to say that the viewing figures have not yet declined quite enough for that to be viable. Goodbye.